Soren Kierkegaard, Chapter 7. Kierkegaard had spiritual ancestors in this opposition to official Christianity and the clergy. Almost 200 years earlier, the first Quaker, George Fox, had risen in England with a vigorous testimony against the hireling priests, quote-unquote hireling priests of his age, and had tried to restore quote-unquote primitive Christianity, to use William Penn's words, in the layman's church, such as Quakerism in its strongest groups has remained ever since. Terstiegen's pietism in Germany had infected a considerable element of this spiritual democracy into the bloodstream of Protestantism, but Kierkegaard took up his fight single-handedly and with no claims to historic continuity. He was quite aware of his extraordinary task, solemnly stating that the reformers before him had done everything, quote, for the expansion of Christianity, close quote, whereas he was to arrest this expansion and internalize faith. He knew that the Christianity he demanded was austere and uncompromising. He hoped that Bishop Meister would express at least some sympathy with his ideas, but Meister had remained aloof. These attacks upon the established church represented, for the most part, the negative aspect of Kierkegaard's labors, an approach that was to become a much more dangerous weapon in the hands of later social revolutionaries like Karl Marx, men who numbered the church among the forces used by the possessing classes to keep the proletariat docile and subdued. Kierkegaard's attack made no reference to social conditions or to scientific progress, which was later to become another source of religious malcontents. He was a conservative in politics and theology. His private war was dictated exclusively by his sense of religious honesty. He felt divinely elected to fulfill a most disagreeable but necessary task, apostolic in its mission, but shocking to his fellow Christians. The appalling charges of corruption hurled unconditionally against all ministers was undoubtedly unjust, and his words of farewell and love on his deathbed may have been another of his veiled confessions of wrongdoing. He never tired of thanking God for his grace and for the strength he owed him. Worship and prayer were his daily practice, as doubt was his daily companion. At the end, great inward clarity and peace came over him.